Hey, it's Ace from pfadvice.com. Like, share, subscribe, get notified, hit the bell, leave a comment. Our channel is growing. We want you to be a part of it. Well, the Fantastic Four beat Superman. Fantastic Four First Steps has the biggest previews and opening day of the year for a comic book film. 25 million in previews, beating Superman's 22 million. Opening day, it grossed 57 million to Superman's 56 million. So it's early days. Fantastic Four just opened up. But is Fantastic Four First Steps a good film? I wanted to love Fantastic Four First Steps, I really did. I rated a 6 out of 10. I liked it much better than Superman, but that is a limbo bar threshold to clear. This film feels like it got its inspiration from The Incredibles instead of the Fantastic Four. And The Incredibles was a great film. The plot is thin, kind of goofy and simplistic. Since Deadpool and Wolverine, comic book films have become campy and over the top and non-grounded like before 2008, before the MCU. This is definitely a comic book film, but campy and hard to take seriously. I think this is a sign of things to come when it comes to comic book films. Definitely the best MCU and comic book film of the year. Again, a low bar. So if you like safe comic book films with minimal action and drawn out yet empty characterizations and cliched resolutions, you will love this film. If you love Silver Age comic book stories and plots, you will love this film. If you missed the golden era of the MCU and those quality expectations, this film is just, it's aight. I give it a mild recommendation. I liked it, but I wanted to love it. To explain why I'm so mild on Fantastic Four First Steps, I have to do mild spoilers, so this is your warning. Let me start with the good. The set design and costumes are awesome. I love the retro 60s vibe and the bright costumes. This film takes place on an alternate Earth, Earth 828, where the setting is a retro futuristic 1960s vibe. The film does not have the MCU uniform production line aesthetic, where all those costumes are rubbery, and I love the brightness of the Fantastic Four uniforms. There is no origin story. It is told in montage style. We are thrust into the story. The Fantastic Four are already established and known. The Fantastic Four connect as a family, not teammates, which is cool. The music score is awesome. Relatively speaking, this is the best of all the live-action Fantastic Four films to date. But the story and plot is paper thin. There are only 2 or 3 major action scenes. Not enough use of the powers. Some of the ideas of the world's smartest man, Reed Richards, comes off as very Wile E. Coyote-ish. Here is the plot. Galactus is a celestial force of nature who eats planets to survive. Shalabal, the female Silver Surfer, comes to Earth and tells everyone they're doomed. Kiss your behinds and make a wish. The Fantastic Four go into space to confront Galactus, including a very pregnant Sue Richards, who is moments away from giving birth. Galactus senses the power in Sue's unborn son, Franklin. Now, in the comic books, Franklin Richards is an immortal mutant with reality warping powers. He can manipulate matter, read minds, teleport, warp realities. In the comic books, Franklin Richards can do anything. Franklin is a god-level mutant in the comics, but this is not made clear in the film, especially if you're a casual anyway. Galactus says, "Give me the kid, you can keep Earth." The Fantastic Four says, "Go suck a lemon," and they escape. And Franklin is born during the escape. They get back to Earth, and Reed devises a plan. He wants to teleport the entire Earth to another galaxy where Galactus can't find him. If everyone on Earth turns off their lights, they will have enough power to do it. Now, will they be in the habitable zone in the new galaxy? What about the sun and the moon? The logistics ain't logisticking, and the internal logic makes no sense for the smartest man in the world. This plan is weird. Susan dies stopping Galactus with the team, and baby Franklin resurrects his dead mom. It's a very neat and tidy resolution. I speed ran through the plot. It's not gratifying. Visit pfadvice.com. pfadvice.com is a personal finance and comic book entertainment site. I write weekly columns there. pfadvice.com is owned by District Media. I sincerely want to thank them for sponsoring this video. The actors are all okay. Vanessa Kirby stood out the most to me. I don't blame the actors. I think director Matt Shakman and the screenwriters nailed the 60s aesthetics and the surface characterizations of the characters. Pardon me. But they failed to go any deeper to make the characters more compelling. It feels like they skimmed some Silver Age Fantastic Four comics instead of finding inspiration in some modern Fantastic Four stories, like The Trial of Reed Richards, Solve Everything, Imaginauts, or Unthinkable. I wish they adapted one of these stories. This film is a riff on Silver Age Fantastic Four stories that is only surface level deep. This film feels like it was recut and re-edited to hell. John Malkovich had a role in this film. He was in the early trailers, but he was cut from the film. Something feels really off with this final cut. Marvel films used to feel like events, and this is not an event film. After you watch this film, the last thing you're going to say is, "Wow, I can't wait for Doomsday." You will say, yes, that was a film. Not bad, not great, just okay. And to paraphrase Radiohead, if this is the best they could do, I guess their best is good enough? I guess. What did you think? Did you see Fantastic Four First Steps? Comment below. Thanks for watching.